Well,
Oh, so
it's
good. I
nearly
feel like
3
we need to
a.m.
start.
again.
Yeah, it's always fucking. And
Cue
I think,
SpongeBob, it's 3 a.m. shit here.
oh boy, 3 a.m. I feel like we start every one of these videos with by going like, oh, but there's no other word. There's no other expression
There really
other than
isn't, but oh
oh.
my fucking god, this chapter, I have to say,
I love
it,
it.
it was worth the wait.
I know he's Promise Neverland. I'm so.
It's
This
like
is why I
fine
have
wine,
all.
man.
Yeah, this is why I have all of the fucking volumes pre-ordered, man. When I have this whole series on on a shelf and I can just fucking just thumb through it.
Is it just going? Is it going to bottom bitch bleach for you? Because I know you got all your bleach volumes up on that shelf. Is it just going?
Bleach is there specifically for nostalgic purposes.
So you're slowly shuffling them out to make way for the Promised Neverland.
I mean, they'll always be there. Sometimes they're fun to go and look at, but yeah, we got the good shit, up front and center. But yeah, so
You got your My Hero Academia. You got your fucking Promised Neverland. You got, fucking Full Metal Alchemist. I know the big fucking 3-in-1s.
The 3-in-1s, yeah. But yeah, so I guess let's jump right into it. Immediately we see
Explosions!
Lewis. Yeah, explosions, and also
if you can't tell, this version of David is very, very drunk from the podcast.
Yeah, David may or may not be slightly wasted, but he's a functioning alcoholic. He's good. So explosions, and Lewis, he's a boy. He's smart. He's like, no, there's no fire, nothing's broken. They're fucking with us.
Oh yeah, he's one smart boy.
In fact, a lot of them do. Now, here's a panel that I do want to discuss. I believe this is the one that was named Lord Bayon, correct?
Yes.
Isn't he like the owner of the plantation here?
Yeah.
By the way,
illegal,
Oh yeah. So I love this fucking panel so much. Like the one with his mask, right? Because again, like they've had their masks on for so long that sometimes like you forget that their eyes are actually up and down on their face.
Yeah.
But this was like it's so cool because he has like eye holes where like a humanoid thing would be, but then you see his eyes come out of like the weird areas. It's just such a cool design. It looks so neat and like it really is like it's so alien.
Oh my god, it really is, and it just blows my mind every time we see this close up, of one of the fucking demons.
The demons are such a great design, and again, same thing with Lewis on the next page. Lewis's smile, probably I gotta be honest.
That's gonna be my new fucking cover photo. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, God. Like look at that. Well, I could tell too immediately. He's just like, okay, it's the same group of kids because this is exactly what he's always wanted.
Oh yeah,
this is what he's been wanting for so long. And keep in mind, he thought he was just gonna get it with Emma. He was like he was thinking like, okay, well, Emma's gonna be the one that I fucking target and make her go crazy. He got like 90% more than what he expected.
Oh yeah,
he was thinking. So he came in thinking, oh, I'll have Emma as a good hunt, and then now every kid, and he's like, oh, this is just the best thing ever.
He is literally, sort of jizzing his pants right now.
Lewis is a happy boy right now. Happy boy.
Oh yeah, he really is. It's so fucking beautiful.
I love Lewis, boy.
I just changed my Alt's fucking profile picture.
Nice.
Oh
okay.
Yeah.
So, and then then we see the one, to my knowledge, the one panel of Emma in this entire chapter.
I did not see her in another panel.
I think she's just here. I mean, this is mostly focused on Hot Topic Girl, as we've been calling her in our previous discussions.
Oh yeah.
Now, I want to make a little callback. Anyone that's watching this that's watched our previous discussions, if not, please do. They're good shit. David, did I not call many times from the introduction of her character that she was going to be a psychopathic murder killer?
Yes, you did.
The second she was introduced and she had her happy little smile, I'm like,
I'm
no.
so innocent and beautiful, and I'm like, you're gonna kill shit.
That happy smile is going to turn into like a psychopathic blood rage smile, and oh boy, does it.
She's got two full-on fucking SAWs mowing down shit.
I don't
Rambo
know gun
style.
Is that accurate? Well, even like, okay, so page 6, right? But her face on the bottom, that's good. Like, look at that. Look at the spite on that face.
That face is like, I'm going to violate your booty holes.
Yeah, that got weird. Drunk David's weird. No, but I love that. What I do love about this entire chapter too is that like you can see the demons throughout the entire chapter refer to them as it or like the cattle or
Yeah,
very
very gender neutral, because they
No,
don't
that's
care
not
about
why. It's
that.
because they see them as things. They
Exactly.
see them as food. Yeah, it's just like how you look at a cow. Like, oh, there it is.
There it is. It's very unique how they view the humans in this series.
Well, it's I just love that the author keeps that attention to detail of like how
Exactly.
they dehumanize. Ironically,
If it was a lesser mangaka like Tabata,
never a dull moment or never a moment of not shitting on Black Clover.
Nope.
From David here. I'm surprised you even remembered. Either way. But like, I love that. I actually really liked this line. The cattle is getting cheeky. That made me chuckle. I was like, wow. Yes, they are.
They really are, and I love it.
Here's something that I enjoy. The next 2 pages, you get basically like just kind of like the rage in these 2 characters building as they remember what these demons have done to their loved ones.
Exactly.
And what's cool about this is you remember that this entire time they have forced themselves to not fight back for the plan. For the plan to work, they had to pretend this entire time that they were helpless. Remember?
Yeah.
So through all this whole time, they've had to hold back this anger, this retaliation, this fighting back for all this time to now.
On page 7, we see the death of Hot Topic Girl's sister.
Not Hot Topic Girl's sister. And look at this is pre-Hot Topic.
Yeah, there's no pins in the hat. She doesn't look like the cute
she
little
hasn't rated
fucking cashier
the bargain
there.
bin pins. Yeah.
And then we see, more and more violence and bloodshed from the creepy twins.
Yeah, I just love that they've had to basically just watch people around them die for months as they've done this, like planned this whole thing. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. But you kind of see that rage build. Yeah,
and then flash forward to page 9. I'll drill a hole into each of you bastards.
Dude, this panel too, like, again, I cannot. Eventually, we're gonna get our buddy Chris Velasquez in on these discussions once he gets that computer. Are you still sending him that, David?
I've sent it. I'm just waiting to get confirmation that it's shipped the fuck out of the UPS store.
Gotcha. So our buddy Chris is also a huge fan of this series, and he is he made a fantastic prediction way back when we used to do these in our podcast that we do, probably like episode 1, 2, or 3 of our original podcast back in like March or April of last year. And he specifically said something along the lines like, we were discussing whether or not this since it's a shonen, if it was going to delve into battle, and if they were going to get powers and shit. And what Chris said was something along the lines of, if it does go into that, it'll be like kind of Metal Gear Solid / Splinter Cell style gun combat, like strategic gun combat. And wouldn't you know it, it's like, I look at this and it's like, it's exactly what Chris predicted. Like, I don't fucking, like, that's crazy.
Right? He's almost on the par with Swanee's predictions for the Black Clover. As much as I shit on the series, they've both made amazing predictions in these videos. Like, Swanee actually predicts a lot of the shit that happens in Black Clover, and Chris Velasquez actually predicted like 90% of what we're seeing now in this fucking series.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he didn't predict that they would go into like a hunting thing. Well, like, what he did predict is the form of combat that we'd have in this manga, which is like strategic gunplay, and that shit's fun to watch. I really enjoy it. Especially what the kind of the strategy we get at the end of the chapter, which we'll talk about when we get there. But I fucking loved that. So we see the first shot she takes obviously doesn't hurt him because their masks are very, very reinforced. But then the panel, oh my gosh, page 11. The panel, the panel I'm talking about. Everyone knows the panel I'm talking about.
Rambo mode.
Oh my gosh! And the best part too is like, how old is she? What, like 14, 13 maybe.
Yeah, in the chat right now, Swanee's going nuts over that panel. Like those are saws. They're M240s. No teenager could pick up one of those, let alone two. With him being military, he would know. I'm like, but it's fiction.
Well, first of all, is he actually like? Is he actually annoyed by that?
No, he's not annoyed by it.
Here's the thing, man. Any fiction. Well, first of all, I actually never. I don't like the excuse of, oh, it's fiction, you just have to suspend your disbelief. Fuck that shit. I look at it a different way. I say, look at what these kids have been through.
Exactly.
You think that they haven't done a bit of muscle training?
Right. It's not just that it's fiction. It's just like that's the baseline of every argument here. It's fiction, not to mention that these kids are immediately traumatized by these fucking everything that they've had to go through.
Yeah. So let's consider
will make
things.
you
One. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Rage will make you do some crazy, fucked up shit.
Exactly. I was gonna say 1, adrenaline. 2, this one. It's not like she's like 12. This one specifically, I believe they said, isn't she one of the ones that's around like 14?
Yeah. She's
14,
one
15,
of the older ones. Let's just go with that. I don't remember if it was 14 or 15.
It does not. And 3, this is some weird futuristic Earth. I could see these guns being made out of some lightweight shit.
Well, I don't doubt that either, although we have seen that a lot of the technology that they've had is from previous generations. Like
that's true.
Ray got a fucking PSP in early chapters. I'm like,
yeah,
that's older than some of the kids reading this manga.
Yeah, I just hate that argument in fiction because basically that implies that you need to, like,
shut your brain off, essentially.
Here's my thing, right? If a writer is good enough, you shouldn't have to be an apologist for plot holes. You know what I mean?
No.
So because if you go to a lesser manga, right, you'll find let's say you go to a lesser manga's Reddit page, you'll find a lot of people basically being plot hole apologists. Where like,
oh, yeah.
they're so scared about their favorite manga being ruined in their heads. They're like, well, this makes sense because of this, right?
You should see the Dragon Ball fucking Super Reddit right now.
In a series like this, like again, like it's not that hard. It's not like a huge leap to say. I'm pretty sure they've probably done some strength training. They've been planning this for a while. They need to be able to pick up the fucking guns.
Exactly. They have to be able to pick up the guns. They have to be able to, wield one. I'm quite baffled by the fact that she's holding 2 of these guns because they're roughly 45, 50 pounds regular, not to mention the firing power of them would knock the average teenager on their fucking ass.
Which means to me they've been training with the recoil for a long time.
Oh yeah.
They all this shows to me is that
the one thing that baffles me is they've never really said how long this plan has actually been in place, because I don't recall them actually mentioning how long all of these kids have been here.
Yeah,
some of these have been training a little bit longer than the others, obviously.
Let me go back to Hot Topic Girl's flashback and see if she looked like significantly younger.
Oh, yeah, she looks
She kind of looks younger.
She kind of looks younger, but there's no actual date on how long she's been here, nor, really what kind of training they've been through. We know they've been trained with firearms at some form, because they're all wielding them.
They train them really well with firearms. Here's how I'll end off my fucking. If anyone's legitimately bothered by her being able to pick those up, I would go through 3 things. 1, I feel like I get the vibe they've been here at least half a year at the least. I would think potentially years. That's the vibe I get personally.
Yeah, I would say something like a year for most of them. Yeah, obviously Emma significantly less.
Oh well, we know how long she's been there. And then so that's number 1. Number 2 is that throughout that time, I'm thinking much strength training, much recoil training, etc., etc. Number 3, there is still I would put out the possibility of maybe lighter weight shit because futuristic, blah blah blah. But here the big one is number 4. You don't know what could be happening in the future of this series. There very well could be, because remember I told you that whenever I read a manga, And if people are trying to be like, but that make you like, you know how manga people have like superhuman abilities, right? So like my thing was like in Hunter x Hunter, Nen causes people to be able to block bullets with just their their fucking aura, right? Like shit like that, superhuman abilities, right? So like we don't know what the future of this manga holds. The mangaka could very well introduce some sort of superpower system. We don't know.
Right. We really don't. And because
and obviously it could just be an art effect, but I mean, look around her. Look at that like aura looking thing. I'm just saying it's probably just an artifact, but that's just a possibility. If you want to go in the whole like, oh, how is she holding shit? Like, there's many possibilities. I don't think that there should be like a fucking that bothers my logic.
Well, I mean, there's always the need to actually, try to debunk shit like that. But I'm not denying the fact that it could be made out of the same material and bad work time an AR-15. And at that point in time, because it's significantly farther in the future, but I'm just going by what, number one, one of our military friends is saying the type of firearm it is, and two, the design itself looks like an SAW to me as a shooter fan. So, as somebody that's fired guns of that kind of caliber, I know the fucking recoil of it myself, and it would knock the average teenager on his ass.
Oh, certainly.
So,
which leads me to believe that since this is a manga, and we know that this is a world where fucking demons exist, there could very easily be some sort of power system. Oh yeah. Which is what I'll be interested to see if they go in that direction. That'd probably be much farther in the future. But I guess I'll end it off with just a fucking public service announcement from Red, right? If you're reading something with someone or watching something with someone, do not be that guy that is like the whole time you're watching something with someone, well, that doesn't make any sense. Because you've officially ruined reading that thing. Congratulations. I mean, do you agree with me on that? Like, I've tried to watch anime with people who the whole fucking time they're like, well, that's stupid. It's like, fucking welcome.
I mean, I will say shit doesn't make sense, and then I will give like a reason why it doesn't make sense if I can understand why it doesn't make sense. Or, shit, like with Black Clover, a lot of that, to me, is just like plot hole after plot hole after plot hole.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's my thing, right? Here's what I'll say, and then I'll end off that topic, and we'll go back to the chapter here. But, like, what I'm saying is, like, people that, like, even the littlest things. So, like, for example, I was rabbiting Bleach with a Discord server, and they would, like, every little thing, even things that, like within the rules of the universe, right? So, like, remember the part in Bleach where they, like, shoot that, like, cannonball made out of the Ryatsu, and they're, like, in it and shit?
Jesus fucking Christ.
They were getting mad about, like, the trajectory of the cannonball and shit. Like, they were like, well, the trajectory there makes no sense. How, you know what I mean? Well, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about.
Fucking... Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like, enjoy something. Do not... That is how you will never
shit
enjoy anything.
on something with context. If you're going to shit on something.
So that's why, for me, I hate when people do that, because that is the kind of shit that ruins a story to me. If you're going to come out... Like... Honest plot holes, sure, but like if you're gonna, and I know that Chris wasn't being an asshole about it, but like anyone who legitimately would be like, it's ruined for me because she can hold these guns. Fuck you.
He wasn't saying it. It was ruined.
That's why I said I know he wasn't saying that, but if anyone does, fuck you. That's just
like, and I'm going to kind of defend myself here. With shitting on Black Clover, I at least try to give reasons why it doesn't make sense. Like, fucking the entire, like, verse to me is just continuously, like, amalgamations of shit. And that's why I'm like, okay, this... And Thurman getting triggered today was kind of pissing me off. Like, I'm saying that it's not fun to, fucking rabbit it. That's why I quit rabbiting it with him, because it wasn't fun for me to sit through and watch it, because I could see that. One, it wasn't fun for him, and two, I was getting no enjoyment out of being in that, call.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's just my piece on that, is that, like, within reason, like, if there's a legitimate plot hole that, like, actually, like, here's something that you should complain about in Bleach. Like, how come sometimes in Bleach they say that when you go to the afterlife you lose your memories? Now sometimes people don't lose their memories. Huh?
Yeah.
How come, like,
how come we don't know where the fuck Kisuke and Yoruichi are? That was Shonen Jump's fault. Technically Shueisha's.
It's when a series breaks its own established rules is when you should bitch, right? But like we haven't seen the strength of these kids. Everything that we've seen from the strength of these kids so far establishes that they can. So we shouldn't compare them to normal kids of their age. Remember that there's a big theory that a lot of these kids are like genetically produced as well. You know, we don't know how many of them are. And so like keep in mind that like we don't know the physicality of these kids and how strong they are. We know from Gracefield that like Emma is like ungodly good at tag and like fast and shit. They're like the peak specimens of children. So
Exactly.
you have to keep in mind like the rules of this universe. They're not like kids from like our universe, you know?
Exactly. So
that was why like anyone that was like pissed at them for like escaping so easily in the first arc, it's like they're fucking geniuses.
Yeah, that one baffled me. Like, why are they pissed about that when they've established that they're fucking geniuses?
Yeah. So anyway, moving on. I apologize for that tangent there. Hopefully it was on topic enough for you guys.
Page 12, the firing of the fucking the guns that kind of like sort of morphed into like a modified AR-15 there in that panel. Again, bad word.
See, they don't look as big in that panel to me.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, it kind of looks like a modified AR-15 to me, so that's why I was making that comparison in the earlier discussion.
Maybe it was like modified to be like lighter or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
it's just what a weird fucking complaint. Like I didn't even consider that.
You seem to forget I'm the gun nut of the group.
Great. But
it's not like I have a gun rack on my gun rack like some people.
Can we just admire this page here? Full page. Like I love it when manga could do this.
You're right.
Oh my gosh, like that shit deserves to be hung on a wall. Although
that is a beautiful panel, and you see not only something that's severely lacking in a lot of manga and anime with guns, you see the smoke effect, you see the fucking firing effect there. You also see the fucking trajectory of some of the bullets. You see the casings just dropping. You see the mayhem of a shootout.
Give me, dude, it's time. It's time. This needs an anime.
I want to see this scene here animated. I want to see this done justice.
It's like, it's so good, dude. Like and like I was talking about, like, hey, I think how this deserves to be hung on a wall, but I feel like if someone walked into my house, they'd be a little concerned if they saw this on a wall.
I mean, the most graphic thing I have on my wall is probably the beheading of the Beowulf from fucking Ruby.
Oh yeah. But yeah, fucking glorious page.
Yes. On to 13.
So he notices, she's aiming for the eye. It wasn't a fluke. They've been fucking with us. It's one of those situations,
Exactly.
And was it, like, again, the strategy here is fucking amazing. So he does the whole, like, this is very anime, where he's like, I have my minions, and they'll keep regenerating. You can't get through their masks, right? But what they end up doing, and I fucking love this, right? Like, they keep thinking that, like, at first I was like, oh no, like, are you kidding me? Like, they're really just gonna, like, because, obviously it was one of those, like, they're just gonna keep regenerating because they can't get their mask.
Slightly
like,
generic,
Oh, certainly, but I think that
some Edo Tensei bullshit.
Well, part of me thinks that this guy is supposed to be generic. I think I said something similar in the last video where I was like, I think this first guy is going to be like the example kill.
Oh yeah, he definitely will be.
Yeah, and
also, does he have 5 eyeballs?
Holy shit. I did not even notice that. That is creepy.
Wait. He doesn't have 5. He has 5 on the bottom and 3 on the
4,
top.
5. He has fucking a lot of eyeballs.
He has 8 eyeballs on that fucking massive skull mask of his. Holy shit.
Gosh. He is an ugly boy.
Anyway.
But yeah, I love this panel where, like, he's looking at her string of bullets, and how it's, like, getting shorter and shorter.
Yeah. Dude.
But here's the part I fucking love, right? So, like, I loved this strategy that they did, right? So they kill all of his people, and then it's basically just like they told us that the grunts masks were less durable, and they're reinforced around the eye specifically. So what we did was flank the whole time, shooting at the side of the mask to purposefully slowly chip away at the mask while pretending like we were flailing and panicking. Oh, that's so good. And I think my favorite part of this entire thing is where it's like, we know how arrogant the leaders of these demons are. They're going to assume that you're aiming at them the entire time. Their arrogance will be their undoing because they wouldn't even consider the fact that we weren't even aiming for them. I was like, oh, that's so good.
Right?
That shit. I was like, yo, that's so good. Like, your arrogance, man. You thought they were aiming for you. You didn't even consider your people.
Right? Like, on page 16, that's gotta be one of my favorite temper tantrum moments.
It's no use, it's no use, it's no use.
Yes. It's like Thurman when he goes on a rant.
It actually reminds me, if there's any Game Grumps fans watching this, you know the fucking old school Game Grumps Sonic 06, where he's like, it's no fucking use.
It really, yeah, that in a nutshell here. This is me trying to play competitive with randoms on fucking Rainbow Six Siege.
But yeah. So, what do you have any thoughts on your end about this strategy here,
This
David?
strategy is probably the most well thought out I've seen anything in this manga so far, and I want to continue seeing shit this thought out in advance. Like,
I love it so much.
Like, the Escape from the Gracefield House just was the baseline of like the entire strategy aspect of this series. And then now we're getting to see them put their strategy skills to use in this real world.
In like a real world scenario.
Yeah, and seeing this itself, it fucking blew my mind. Like, this is one kid, planning this entire fucking ambush on this one fucking demon and his little group of minions. And fucking, this is the outcome.
Here's a question I have. Do we even know what the explosion was for?
I honestly think, like the demon said, I honestly think it was like a diversion to get their attention to go to them. Because they're like, they can't fight us. We're just going to go find them and devour their heart and crap out their souls, red versus blue style.
Wow.
And we're going to just wreck shit, clean house, and then wait for the next supply. And then now they're getting destroyed.
Kill them all and let God sort them out.
Literally. And
demon god. That's not a fucking oxymoron at all.
I kind of want that to be a t-shirt. I know an artist that will draw that too.
Oh my gosh. I know she's done demon lewds.
No, I'm not talking about Utena there.
Oh, which one?
One of my friends. It'll be slightly more graphic.
Okay. I am the concern.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, no. Oh hey, no. Emma does show up in this flashback. Hey, but yeah, fucking the mask thing, the fucking arrogance thing, all of this so fucking good. And let's just talk about that final fucking panel. Oh my.
The final panel on page 20. I'm assuming.
Where she takes off his mask and goes in for the fucking execution shot. Old Yeller this motherfucker, dude.
At first, when I first looked at this, I think it's slightly because I'm drunk, I thought that was like some sort of fucking knife. It's just the way that fucking mask is designed there. It looks like some sort of goddamn Alien versus Predator bullshit.
You thought she pulled out a fucking stupidly sized knife?
Dude, in this fucking universe, anything could really make sense for that.
So did you just now realize that was his mask when I said it? Or
Yes, I did.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. That's a Thurman level stupid moment, David.
I will take that L.
Yes, that is his mask, and she took it off to like fucking look him in the eye, fucking face to face. Plus also get past the armor and execution.
Yeah, well, it makes sense now that you. Okay. I'm a dumbass. I'm also drunk, in my defense.
That's fine, dude. But like, you were talking about making the other one your cover photo. I kind of want to make this one my cover photo.
I'm also in the whole like wait 2 weeks before I make something like this my cover photo mode, because
yeah,
because of the whole I respect spoiler rule kind of shit. But anyway, yeah, this is beautiful. I'm seeing her fucking aim down, like fucking gangbanger style, ready to blow his brains out.
What's really exciting about this is like she's actually, it's been a long time because this has been one of those manga where only main characters have really been like in my favorites list. Like a lot of time, like the side characters, like, well, while not bad, haven't really done enough to make me like them. You know what I'm saying? This is the first side character I'd honestly say like is actually like creeping up my favorites list.
Right.
I love the juxtaposition of her like Hot Topic style, like you know when we see her just chilling with her friends, family, whatever the fuck you want to call them.
You want to know what just hit Manga Rock?
What?
The chapter.
Yes. Yeah. You and your stupid app.
Manga Rock, from the bottom of my heart, suck my dick.
You're pissed how long it took, I'm gonna guess.
Yes.
We're
midway through the fucking video, well, almost done with the fucking video, and it's just not hitting the fucking app.
Told you. So join the manga stream master race.
I'm gonna let you live with that comment.
Yeah. It's like PC master race, except with illegal manga streaming websites. Disclaimer: David and I have both pre-ordered and bought all of the Promised Neverland volumes, so you can't make us feel guilty about this.
Yeah. You were trying to make me feel guilty because I didn't want to pay 99 cents tomorrow.
Because it's 99 cents. Fuck.
I'm like,
I was saying that we didn't know if Manga Stream was actually going to release this fucking chapter because how long it was taking. So I was like, we might have to buy the legals. And David's like, no. And I'm like, David, petty motherfucker, it's 99 cents.
It's not that I wouldn't have paid it. It's just that I didn't want to fucking pay it and have to remember my Viz login because I haven't logged into Viz since fucking middle school.
I haven't supported the official release since. I'm kidding. I know you buy volumes.
Here's my issue with digital. And
no, yeah, I don't like digital much either.
And viewers can chastise me as much as I want. Reading digital manga for extended period of times hurts my fucking eyes. I can sit and look at a manga volume and read volume after volume. I read one volume digitally and my eyes hurt like a motherfucker.
Well, yeah, like that's why like reading like one chapter a week digitally is fine, but like if you want to like binge read, yeah, you should have the volume.
That's my main issue. And buying one chapter because one site didn't get it, even though I'm going to be buying the fucking volume when it comes out, it's just like,
right.
I hate having. I'm OCD like a motherfucker when it comes to manga. I have to have that format either all digital or all physical. I can't.
Oh yeah, I get that.
I cannot have that sporadic bullshit. It hurts me on a physical level.
That's fair. All right. Predictions.
We're going to see an execution.
Will we see it, though?
Here's my issue here. Is she going to go Office Space style, bash his head in out of pure rage, or is she going to unload an entire magazine into his face?
No, I'm sensing it's going to be I'm thinking like one quick like just done. Gives me like an execution shot.
Here was your issue with the Hisoka Corolla. Corolla didn't double tap. She's got a double tap.
That's true. That wasn't my issue. That's Corolla's issue.
Well, that fair. But that was your issue, in the whole, like, he's alive because Corolla didn't fucking double tap him.
Well, when I say that, I mean, like, Corolla was probably himself because he didn't double tap, yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, like, so, the Hot Topic chick here better be double tapping this demon's ass, or he's going to come back
one bullet per each eye.
He's going to come back, and he's going to fucking eat her.
Well, I guess, like, I don't know. She would seem a bit more psychopathic than necessary if she went, like, as he's, like, already surrendered.
But here's my psychological analysis here. All that rage that she has from watching all of her friends, family pretty much, die is building up inside of her. Now, is she going to unleash that rage on this demon, or is she going to wait till she gets a hold of Bayon or fucking Lewis or one of the higher ups? Am
I stupid? I think this is Bayon.
It might be, honestly.
I'm pretty sure this is Bayon. Like that. Let me go back to the previous chapter and like look at his design and compare. I'm almost positive this is Bayon.
If it's Bayon, I could see her going full on, murderous rampage, like
Wait.
fucking.
Oh, I'm stupid. Fuck me. Okay, I missed. Okay, no. There's a okay.
I didn't think it was Bayon.
I apologize. That was a stupid moment on my part.
What
the
L.
fuck is this? I'm taking the L. I need to figure out what these guys mean.
Like,
didn't they name them at one point?
I believe they did. But anyway, like I could see her, potentially, saving that rage for one of the more important. And let's face it, this is Fodder Demon.
Oh yeah, I'm stupid. Yeah, this is the one that I said last time. Remember, there's Lewis, but there's also Luce. Luce.
This is Luce, isn't it?
This is Luce. The fucking one that I even said is probably going to be like the example kill.
Yeah. So
yeah, my bad.
So even based on, being the example kill in your prediction, I could see her, making an example like we're not fucking around and unloading an
string his corpse up.
Yeah, just fucking full on Hunger Games, kind of shit. But
I don't know. I mean, like, at the most, what she might do is a bullet for each eye. So she might like. Do you remember what Ray? Do you remember? I don't remember. Was it Ray? Was when they were first killing those like feral ones back in the day? They did kind of like an up and down shot. Remember, it was like a like up the entire face.
Yeah, I could see something like that.
Like a spray shot through all the eyes, like.
I could see like a quick fire, like essentially like your burst fire on a fucking assault rifle and a shooter.
Part of me thinks that we won't even see her do it. We
could have the classic shonen jump off camera.
I think you might show her about to do it, and then we'll fucking pan away, and it'll be like the
bleach effect, as you call it.
I mean, and I'm okay with that because I think there's a certain amount of things they can show in a show. Yeah. Yeah.
But again, this series is teetering between shonen and seinen, like fucking Hunter x Hunter.
Very true. But I just, for the vibe I get from this author is that he's not going to show the actual like shot. Like it's not. I don't know if you're expecting the shot to like go like we'll see it go through his head because I doubt it. That's not what this manga has been doing so far.
Well, we actually haven't seen like a pivotal, character moment like this. Versus, I mean, I'm still slightly triggered they pussied out on the whole, Ray setting himself ablaze. So I get what you're saying there, but something like that would be
the vibe that it's going to be one of those like he's dead, but I mean, like, what are they going to do? Like show, like they don't really need to show it. I mean,
I believe a little bit in the show don't tell for this kind of shit. Like, if they want me to believe a character's dead, show that he's dead. You don't have to show like the death itself, but show that he's dead.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying, right? I don't think they're gonna show I don't think there's gonna be like a panel of like the bullet going through his brain or anything. I don't
need the graphics of it. I just want to see the aftermath.
I think you'll see. I think what you might see is him lying on the ground with like a puddle of blood under his head.
And I'd be fine with that. Like, as long as it shows like where if she went full psychopath, because that would be a character turn. Slightly, or if she went merciful and just went, one to the head. Because either one of those would define her character in this portion of her character arc.
Also, just an interesting line that I thought, that I noticed as well, is one of them says, like, that's where their core is. Did you notice that?
Yeah. So, I'm curious what this core is.
We always knew that their eyes were their weak point, but, like, I don't remember if the wording... their core has ever been used before. I don't remember.
I don't think that actually has been.
So like, it's almost that reminds me of something. Like I feel like it reminds me of like a video game boss battle where it's like its body is invulnerable and you gotta like everywhere except for like one part. You gotta hit that part. You know? Obviously, we knew that obviously already. But like, the question is like, is it just their brain or is it like all of their essential organs are compacted into that one little area? I'm curious about to learn more about the biology of demons in the future of the series.
I want kind of like a Attack on Titan style survey, where they actually research the fucking, demons. They catch some of them and dissect them and fucking do shit like that.
I mean, it'd be dark. Well, maybe they could dissect one of the animal ones.
At least then they get some basic biological aspects of
Because
how
I
they
have a
work.
hard time seeing this shonen manga showing a dissection of a humanoid.
I mean, they do on Attack on Titan, but that's more sinning.
Yeah. Again, though, like that's not shonen though. That's not a shonen magazine.
Yeah, it's like
I'm just going off of, bro, dude. Like, listen, man. I'm just the messenger here. Like, I would love for them to go dark and show this shit, but I know what shonen is usually typically okay with showing.
yeah, it's.
I'm just being realistic here.
I love the dark shit.
I do too, man. I'm fucking all about the dark shit. My favorite manga is Hunter x Hunter. Look at this shit.
Even then, they censor it.
I mean, they censor like the worst shit. He still gets away with a lot of shit uncensored, to be fair.
To be completely fair, I mean, he's just like,
fucking,
throw a black bar over it. Fuck it,
well,
I'm not redrawing it.
We're literally talking about like if they would show a death or not. When like a couple chapters ago in Hunter x Hunter, we saw like 2 shots to the chest, 1 to the head, and it was there. It showed it.
And we also saw a character rise from the fucking dead, essentially, and just, suck.
So,
suck the soul into her own body.
It can happen. It just depends on how much leeway and power you have over the magazine, I feel. Because obviously Togashi is fucking Togashi.
Togashi, as Chris said, could take a shit on the desk and not give a shit.
Yeah. I feel like Togashi needs to fucking, I keep forgetting the name of the author of this manga. Hold on. Let me fucking go find that so I can make this joke appropriately. Hold on a sec. Oh gosh, that name is so difficult to me. Caillou Shira? I always remember the fucking Caillou Shira, right? If he was gonna go into the fucking office of Shonen Jump, right? He's gotta get Togashi behind him as like his wingman. Be like,
yo, Togashi, I need your help, man. Yeah. I want to show some death.
I want to show some fucked up shit. I know you're the master of that. But yeah, my predictions. I think. Well, okay, so we had our example death with Luce, obviously, and so now we have Bayon, Lewis, and the weird ones, the ones that are like all black and like.
And one's got a pair of memory
glands.
One's
got a pair of demon titties. So.
Would it be weird to motorboat those demon titties?
Oh god, David, what the fuck?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Okay, I don't know how to respond to that. I kind of want to edit your face, your Ahego face in between those.
Send it. I'll live edit that shit up.
No, that edit would take longer than. No, we're not doing it in the video.
That will come naturally.
Yeah, maybe one day. If I choose to make that, we'll put it at the beginning of the next one. No, we'll put it at the end of the next one so people don't click off. So yeah, my predictions though is that we got Lewis's death, and again I think he's gonna be an example death. And then the ones following are obviously going to be more difficult. And I think they're all probably going to have like unique either abilities or fighting styles and personalities. Well, Bayon specifically, which I still feel embarrassed for fucking mixing up with Luce. I apologize.
Fail.
I know. Epic fail. Bayon, since he's the owner of this place, I'll be curious to see what he's going to do, what his deal is. Lewis is obviously going to be if they're all gonna fucking die, Lewis will be the last one standing, and he'll go out in a blaze of fucking glory, like a la fucking 300, like the Roman. Was it Romans that were in 300?
I believe. He'll go down like Katakuri.
No, Spartans. It was Spartans.
Yeah.
Duh. We are Sparta, right? Yeah. Okay.
This is Sparta.
He's gonna have a fucking moment where like you remember fucking evil Rick in the season 1 finale of Rick and Morty where all the fucking the Mortys get freed and they go and like fucking like just attack him.
Yeah.
But he does, and they're like killing him, but he doesn't care. He's like, come at me, you little fuckers. I don't give a fuck. Like, that's gonna be Lewis when he dies.
I want to see the monkey like rip his mask off and shoot him with like a little derringer.
Monkey's gonna betray Lou? What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't fucking know at this point, dude.
You drunk piece of shit. You think his monkey is gonna betray him? I bet you his monkey's his best friend.
That would be interesting though. Like, we don't know shit about this monkey.
I still think
is the monkey enslaved? Is the monkey his bitch? What?
The monkey's his prison bitch.
We really don't know though. I want to know about this goddamn monkey. It's been driving me nuts since he was introduced.
I personally think, because it's just kind of there, constantly staring at you, I'm expecting the monkey to be like the key to Lewis's weaknesses. Legitimately. I think it's gonna be like Lewis is like oh, he shut himself off emotionally. He's so inhuman.
And he's like what's the fucking short dude Vern Troyer's fucking role in like fucking Austin Powers petting the kitty.
Oh yeah,
that's Lewis.
What I'm saying is, like, I think that it's going to be a situation where like Emma's trying to psychologically find a way to like kind of get through to him in like a sort of like talk to him kind of way. Emma seems to be the kind of person, I feel like she's gonna have a conversation with him at one point, and I feel like we're gonna somehow find out that like Lewis really cares for this monkey. He has like something with this monkey, and I still see a situation where like they use that monkey against him somehow. It's there, and it's been there for so long that it's staring at us. It's gotta be important somehow, right?
Like, I don't know. This monkey is driving me batshit. I want to know about him.
You fucking why are you letting it bother you?
Because one, I fucking love monkeys. Two,
yeah,
I fucking this manga has always fucking been like a mindfuck. So the fact that this thing is so goddamn in the open is driving me batshit. This has to be something relevant to the fucking plot, but we don't know jack dick about it.
Watch it not be. Watch it just.
I will fucking lose my shit.
That would be what writers call a red herring.
If that's the red herring in the series, like fucking Ray's death, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be more triggered about a goddamn monkey than I was about a kid not killing himself.
Substitution jutsu. Ray burns himself. Turns out it's Lewis's monkey all along. That's a mindfuck. But yeah, I guess. But yeah, no, I'm just expecting like. I think we'll start off the chapter with seeing not Lewis, fucking stupid names. His fucking douchebags here. They probably execution shot death. Who knows how that'll be portrayed? I'll be curious. And then moving on to just like how they deal with everybody else, I guess. I think obviously Lewis will be saved for last. Maybe we'll get the creepy all black blobby ones next.
That would be interesting, actually, because from what I've seen of their characters, their designs are fucking interesting as hell. But even the way they move, it's kind of like
move out. And I remember we saw them at the dinner. They acted a bit weird too. They were like extra weird.
Go back to the chapter and see how they're running.
Yeah.
They're maneuvering kind of like the mobility gear in Attack on Titan kind of shit. So it's really interesting how these two will probably fight. It'll probably be some sort of tandem dance bullshit. So that'll be really cool to see.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. And like I said, I expect, because it was very obvious like the one that was killed in this chapter was like has always been like the most arrogant one. Like the other ones aren't going to be as easy. Like, definitely not.
Oh no, not at all.
So yeah, I'll be very curious to see how that goes. And so I guess I'm done. You got anything else to say in this video here, David?
Give me the backstory on the monkey. Until next time, peace.
Bro, you can't beat that. It's just a monkey, man. I mean, it might have something, but like, you now care more about the monkey than Lewis himself. Okay, bye.
Bye.